I've actually now started the ivermectin, and I've
Yeah.
been on it for 10 days.
Yeah.
And first, I wanted to tell you something that I have rosacea, and
Yeah.
I was given a sample of a medication called Sulantra, but it's $800 a tube. So I never filled the prescription, but I have the sample. I looked at the sample, it's 1% ivermectin,
Huh.
$800.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I started it. I first bought it because I wanted to have it on hand in case I got COVID. But then as I listened to your chats, I'm like, well, I've got aches in my knee, allergies, asthma, had a head injury. I've got tinnitus. I've got post-concussion syndrome and some of those things. So I'm like, what the hell? I'll just see what it helps for. So I really didn't get any of the Herxine. I had diarrhea one day, one time.
Yeah.
I was really tired the first week. I would say the last 2 days, I have really felt like I've had more energy. But I've also dropped two of my allergy medicines. I dropped the Zyrtec and then something called Montelukast that I take for my asthma. I have felt my noses run a little bit, but not that I have a cold. So I feel like maybe it's working on my sinuses. And I have mold allergies, that kind of thing. So I'm going to stay on it for at least 2 or 3 weeks and just see what it does.
Yeah.
Is that what you would suggest?
Oh, absolutely, I would, because that's a good thing that you brought that up. A lot of people say, well, I can't take that because I got a mold allergy. Like I said before, there are good mushrooms and bad mushrooms. There are good
Right.
molds and there are bad molds. Penicillin, nobody ever got sick from penicillin. They started getting sick when they made clindamycin, azithromycin, doxycycline, all the different off-brands. When you used to go into a loaf of bread when you were a kid and there was mold on it, they'd say, that's just penicillin, scrape it off. Penicillin is just a mold. It wasn't until they started messing with it that people started having allergies to it. It was all the extra crap that they were adding into it. So everybody that I have come across that has had a bad mold allergy can take ivermectin. So you're stopping your allergy medications. What they would do is kind of dry you up and make you hang on to whatever's in your head. They don't let your body naturally drain. So you've taken the ivermectin and now your faucet has started to run, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's going to take a little while for those medications to get out of your system.
Right.
And that is one thing I need to say. So I will finish up with you before I make another general announcement to people. But yeah, I wouldn't be afraid of that at all. I would stay on it, and I would stay on it until you are 100% past whatever illness you have.
Okay.
And then when you're done with that, go to that one pencil notch a day
Okay.
for like a week. And then after that, you can just do palliative care, because once you've rid yourself of parasites, and then once your body has repaired itself, that palliative care, that one notch every 3 days or so, is just going to make sure. And then I always tell people, stay hydrated, drink plenty of lemon juice in your water. And that just keeps an atmosphere that the parasites don't want to be in. So between the ivermectin of that palliative care and then that citric acid in your system, that will stop the parasites from coming back in, and it will allow your body to heal itself.
Okay.
And then you should be fine.
One other suggestion I just want to make of what I'm doing is I bought the little vegetarian capsules at Amazon, but they're the 0-0, and I have a little kid syringe to give medicine.
Yeah.
And I counted there's 12 notches in a tube. I try to gauge it as best I can, but I squirt up a medicine pill thing of these capsules. And so I've got a 2-week supply. So I just pop a pill morning and night, and it makes it really easy.
Good. Excellent. That was a good idea to announce. I've heard people say it before, but good for throwing that out there. And that's what's good about this chat, because I don't know everything. I can tell you that it's harmless. I can tell you that it's going to fix whatever's wrong with you because of other people that have told me. And then you guys are educating yourselves. I stop into the chat and I see people that pay attention that are answering questions. I don't even have to answer the questions because somebody said, oh no, Danny said this, or oh no, I've tried this and it worked just great. So I'm planting the seed, and then you guys are making it grow. You guys are figuring out what works best for you. It's not a one size fits all with ivermectin, is the fact that it's so easy and nature makes it. Other than that, you can do whatever you want to do. I eat the stuff. I just put it in my mouth and swallow it. Some people put it in applesauce. Some people put it in bread. You put it in capsules. That's great. There's a ton of you out there that do that. And it's a great thing for you guys to communicate and be open about it. I think it's fantastic. And thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Danny. You're so awesome. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Have a good night.
You too.